And
I'm sorry, Mike.
yeah, so it's like God gives us opportunities to be better people. And then it's up to us to just take a deep breath and relax and be patient and accepting and gracious and appreciative and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
It, yeah, we give ourselves opportunities to have these experiences, our soul, and there's a greater response as we become creative with it, as we become um, more within ourself, recognizing ourself. That's where God answers our prayers through going within. But we generally have um, I mean, major generally have the time to take a look how we want to respond and how we want to get into a particular situation most of the time. And we're actually making up situations in our path through who we are and what we attract and how we respond to things. Excuse me, I'm going hoarse. And uh, it's our own doing most often in what kind of situation we find ourselves in, because that's usually been our prayer, dependent upon what we expect in our life and how we you pursue things in life. Does that make sense almost?
yeah, but you know, Deepak Chopra said that God exists between our thoughts.
I've
And
said that too.
yeah, and that actually makes perfect sense to me. And when I can get out of my own head, and yeah, and also I read somewhere too that meditation begins when we can observe our thinking without judging it.
That's exactly what we talk about all the time,
Yeah,
or what I talk about. Yes.
and
And go ahead.
yeah, and so when I can be patient with myself and not get caught up in my goofy thinking, and just take a deep breath and let things uh, unfold around me, and just try and do the next right thing, take little steps and stuff, and just be grateful and appreciative.
Yes. This is what all my classes are about, basically. And it's the idea that we're communing with God. And as we even go within ourselves or have a thought about something, we're actually, uh, when a thought comes to us, say we're having a thought and we're in that thought, we're in a space. And in that space, we're actually perceiving um, another time and another place, whether it be in the potential past or potential future or potential current of another. I call it mansion. Many mansions is what's talked about, and sometimes these things have already happened, and we get to witness that and use that as a in that thought. We get to utilize that and change the future of ourself right now if we choose. I don't know if that makes sense. There's many mansions, and there some people call them consciousnesses, and we actually get to explore in our thoughts of ways to rectify things or to help things or to pre-plan things based upon our potential future of what we're witnessing in that thought. I know that's a heavy statement and it may be confusing.
Well, I always try not to get too far ahead of myself.
That's good.
And
That's good.
yeah, and
Yeah.
any thought I have is just an assumption. Maybe it's true, maybe it isn't. So take a deep
Yeah.
breath and see what happens.
Yeah. Those thoughts are either of the past or the current or a potential future
Yeah.
of what I'm referring to, many matches. There are ideas that come to us, and there are things that we can uh, step out on by becoming cognizant of them, of what that space is showing us in that moment of that thought. We have an opportunity to become cognizant of that.
I've heard and I believe it that there's three types of thinking. The first type is our ego looking for security, what takes up most of the space in my head. The second type is if I'm doing an analytical problem, like a math problem with no emotion attached, and then it's different. Then it's just, working out their problem. The third type of thinking is when I care about someone or something more than myself, and the warm feelings in my heart inform my thinking. And that's actually I kind of think God's in my heart, not my head. And
Well, yeah, and God is in, it's all through God regardless. It's all within the mind of God. Even when we're doing an analytical math problem, if we don't know the answer to it and we're doing the problem, uh, the path towards the answer is being shared with us.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense too, because
Another aspect of God.
yeah, when I'm confronted with something and I'm not sure exactly which direction to go, so I figured, okay, I'll go this way. And then it turns out exactly to be the right way. I say,
Yeah,
thank you, God, because I didn't do
sure.
that. God took care of that.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. We're listening to ourselves, and that's what matters. When we're in that space of not knowing, and then something comes to us. Yes. Yeah. Does that make sense, Christina?
It all makes sense. Yes.
All right, cool. Nini, does
For,
that make sense, hon? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Christina.
no, I was saying fortunately and unfortunately.
Yes, Mark, it makes sense.
All right, good, good. Harry, does that make sense, my friend? Is your mic on? Yeah. All right, good. Any questions about that, Harry?
No,
Okay. All righty. All right. Any other questions or comments I can try to answer before we start here? Anything, please. I'm all yours. I'm all ears. That's all I am. I'm 2 ears. All right, good. So, Mike, I'm going to work with your back a little bit and see if we can help it quicken its process or feel better in its process.
Okay, thank you.
Let's see if this doesn't help, Mike.
Okay, thank you, Mark.
Oh, my pleasure. Totally, totally, totally. All right, and please, before we go any further, if anyone is interested in an appointment, let me know, and I can do it either Zoom or FaceTime or telephone. If anyone's interested in doing a donation, a gifting, I call it, on the website, there's a gifting tab there. You do it one time or forever, I don't care, and it's all available to you. And I wanted to mention this. In February, the first week of February, I think it's the 17th and 9th, I'm not sure, that weekend is I'm going to Burlington, Wisconsin, right across the border in Illinois. I'll be doing a very large workshop there. And I'll have a healing circle on a Friday night. Then a Saturday, I'll have the workshop. It'll be on working with healing. Of course, everything has changed over the many, many years in technique and stuff like that. And I'll be showing you some pretty outstanding things. And then that'll be on Saturday. Friday night healing circle, Saturday workshop. On Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I'll be doing appointments. And if anyone's interested in any of the stuff, let me know and I'll have you contact the people who are presenting it and sponsoring me out there. Again, it's going to be a very large event, so it'll be pretty wonderful. You'll see a lot of spirit moving. And if I can get my voice back, and it'll move anyway, even if I don't talk during the whole workshop. So I just wanted to mention that. And that's February 7th, 8th, and 9th, I believe. All right. Christina, my dear, anything in particular you'd like me to work with, hon?
Well, my right side is kind of bothering me, but particularly I tweaked my right wrist because I was showing off to my daughter and her friend, and I did a handstand,
Oh my God.
and it was awesome the first time. So I did it again, and then I felt my wrist like kind of crunch a little.
Oh God.
So
All right.
it made me realize I can't move like I used to.
You know, we experience the beginnings of death 3 times in our life. First is at birth, and that's where we take our first breath, and there's oxidation that begins to happen in our body. The second time in life that we experience change of life is or somewhere around the age of 40, 45, give or take. And that's when we begin to biologically change. And then, which is more of a completion of our cycle. And then the third uh, definite change of life is the physiological change of life. That's around the age of 60, 65, give or take, in there. And so let's see if I can help you in those changes and
Okay.
make it feel better. And that's your right wrist.
Yes.
Okay. I haven't, you got to start doing gutters like Mike.
I know. And I worked on it, so it's better, but it's still kind of there.
Okay. All right, good. All right, let me work with this, hon.
Okay.
And just rest your right hand there. Imagine that you're pushing your fingers into my fingers. And my fingers are going to create a resistance. Can you imagine that, hon?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let go. And let's do it one more time. Okay, let go. There, now move your wrist around a little bit. Did you experience anything?
I experienced a lot of energy and like coolness, which is usually what I feel.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel a difference.
All right, good. All right. And just relax it for a day or two, you know.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Harry, anything in particular, my dear friend?
Mark, I would, rather than working on me, I'd like to work with my spouse, Trixie.
Trixie.
Yeah, and she's developed a lymphoma, and it's so where I'm praying that her cancer can be healed. That and I figured that if anybody could have work an effect on it, that you would be able to help more than that, her nurses and other things.
All right. Where's the lymphoma?
It's well, right now she gets these lumps in her jaw area, and we're not sure if the fact that she's throwing up all the time is somehow related to that. We're just not sure.
Okay. All righty. I'll give everything I can from my heart, Harry.
I know that, Mark, and I trust it.
All right. Will you keep me updated, please?
I will do that, Mark. Thank you so much.
I appreciate that, Harry. All right. Thank you. Um, Nini. Hey, you. Are you there? Nini.
Hi,
She'll be.
Mark, I'm here.
Hi. Okay.
Sorry, I had my
That's okay.
mic. I had my mic turned off. What I'd like to request today is just a blessing for my daughter. She's moving to a new city in a new place.
Oh, okay. Where's she
Thank
moving
you.
to?
To Burlingame, like about 30 minutes from where she is now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thank you.
Sure. You got it.
Thank you, Mark.
You got it. What about you?
Just blessing, please.
You got it. All right.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Any other questions or comments or anything, please feel free. Please, anything. Anything. Harry.
Mark, I'm wondering where Taco Bell is.
Oh, it's in the house.
Oh,
It didn't want to be outside. It's getting a little chilly. So good question. Oh, I'll give them your regards.
please.
Yes, it is a him. So,
This is him.
it's a rascal too.
This
One of
is
my other personalities.
Thank you.
He just yelled, "Give Harry my blessings." So, oh God. So if you dream about him tonight, don't blame it on me. All right, everyone. Any other comments or questions I can try to answer? Please feel free. Please. All right. Hey, Mike, thanks for being here. And Christina, thanks for being here. Harry, thanks for being here. Nini, thanks for being here. Blessings to everyone. And come by next week. And we'll see how many more people show up, join us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you,
you.
Mark.
Good night,
Thank you,
Mark.
Good night,
Peace.
Bye-bye.
And thank you,
Bye.
everybody else.
Yes, you too now.
You too.
Yeah.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good night. Bye-bye.
Nina.
Thank
Bye.
you, Harry. Bye-bye.
Okay.